Um, how do I start this? I don't know. It's so awkward. Strawberry kiwi, Capri Sun. All right. Getting the my awkwardness is coming out. Okay. Hi guys. Well, welcome to my little Q&A, as requested by a good amount of you. Probably gonna be uploading this to YouTube, so hello again to my 80 subscribers that are still here. Thank you for being subscribed after 4 years. But yeah, I'm gonna get started with this Q&A. I had some questions jotted down from my little community over here, so I guess I'll just go down the list and just see. It's gonna be super informal and just basically just gonna go down the list. There's no particular order these are in, but yeah, I'm gonna get started first. Physics asked yesterday my favorite game franchise. Favorite game franchise has to be. It's a little hard. I think I want to say Grand Theft Auto, because I feel like I spent the most amount of time in that franchise, just running around, free roaming, and just fooling around. In terms of time, yeah, in terms of like time spent, has to be um, Grand Theft Auto. If we're talking about in terms of other factors besides time spent, like what I like in general, aesthetic wise, storyline wise, probably either Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts. Yes, stealing cars. um yeah, that's the whole point of it. Next question, I'm just gonna go with physics also asked, am I an introvert or an extrovert? I like to say a little in between. I can be a bit of both, but for the most part I want to say whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to label it. I don't know if you guys want to label it, but an extroverted introvert. Like I really enjoy interaction between friends, humans. Like I need it. But then there are certain days where I just want to not talk to anyone. Ambivert, whatever you want to call that. But yes, I need human interaction. I need to be able to talk to people, even strangers or something. You know. Yes, so that answers that. Favorite memory from Japan. This is a little hard one. I feel like I overall very much enjoyed my time in Japan. I think it was just a build up of like getting to experience being there. Being in Weeb Town, you know, Akihabara. Getting to see just everyone there, because everyone's there because they know it's Akihabara. They know it's full anime, manga, and you know that type of culture. So like being there and just knowing that everyone there has the same interest as you felt really good. I want to say that. Yeah, just being in a just cause growing up, liking anime, everyone was judged. There was a stigma behind it. You know, people got bullied. Me, not really, but yeah, it wasn't as widely accepted as it is today. So yeah, a little background into that. Waifu. Waifu. Favorite waifu? I don't know. I don't think I have one, to be honest. Like one particular one that I'll always kind of call my waifu. I don't really have one of those. Um, but like in each series, I kind of like a certain female character over the others. So case in point, um, Rem, obviously best girl in ReZero. And SAO, a lot of people don't know because I actually went to an anime convention um, last year, pre-COVID and stuff, and we were lining up to get like freebies or like a stamp from this sort of online booth. And one of the game developers was walking around from Japan. She had a translator and everything, and she asked everyone, "Oh, who's your favorite character from SAO?" And I actually said Lisbeth from mine. So yeah, Lisbeth. Surprise to a lot of people. It's not Asuna. It's not Shinon. It's not Lifa, if you guys are into that. But yeah, it's Lisbeth. Yeah, that's pretty cool. She was asking everyone in Japanese and stuff, and then everyone's translating. And I pulled out my little bit of Japanese, my Nihongo. Klein needs more love though? Yeah, true. But we're talking about like female characters, waifus and stuff. Sorry. But yeah, every little series I have a kind of a favorite character from it. Let's see. Lily asks, hobbies growing up. Growing up was a lot of I did like to draw when I was a kid, but that ended up stopping. A lot of video games, going out, hanging out with friends, playing like tag, football, all that kind of stuff. But mostly grown up. As soon as I think we got our first computer at the age of 10 or 11. And since then it was over. Once we got access to the internet, it was over. Yeah. Drawing stream when? I don't know. I've never gotten any good at it. But I remember I took an art class as an elective in college, and we had a nude model come in, and we had to draw her. So that was interesting. We did that, self-portrait, little objects and stuff. It was fun. I don't think I did too bad, but I don't think my artwork is too good either. But yes, hobbies growing up, just to sum it up, video games, hanging out with friends, anime, of course. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty similar to what my hobbies are like now. Do I still have it? I remember for the art class, I bought like a big bag and then like a bunch of drawing paper and like a bunch of different hardness pencils, boldness, there are a lot of stuff, but I think I ended up throwing it away when I moved to the new house, so sorry. Yeah, I don't have any of my artwork left. It was fun though. But yeah, maybe I'll get back into it. Next question is also from Lily. What do I like to eat / make to eat? It depends. There's like a little genre of foods, or just what type of cuisine I'm into at the time. But I remember this will also pertain to places I've traveled later on, because I think I discussed it as asked me as well. But I think I remember when I went to Hawaii like 10 years ago, I think for like a week straight that I was there, all I had were like burgers and fries at every place I went to eat. But if you're asking me now, yes, it's probably Japanese cuisine in general. It's at the very top, because there's just so much you can eat, because it's not just what everyone thinks. Oh, it's not just sushi. Like there's there's ramen, there's gyoza, which are pan-fried dumplings. There's rice bowls, consists of like everything. It's just like rice, so for like a mixture of different type of toppings. Like you can have like a pork cutlet or like a schnitzel, depending on where you are in the world. It's like a fried pork cutlet, beef cutlet, chicken cutlet, You can have simmered. You can have like simmered beef in it, which is really good, or like stir fried beef. Curry, Japanese curry, I really like. Let's see what else is there. Rice balls. Their egg salad sandwiches. Oh man, it's just like bringing back. It's just like all the food I had there. It's crazy. Shabu shabu, like hot pot. Japanese barbecue, where you have like charcoal and you grill meats. Everything. It's like mukbang stream one. I don't know, guys. I mean, my dinner doesn't really count as a mukbang, but if I ever decide to like Uber Eats or like DoorDash or Grubhub a bunch of food, I'm sure I'll do it in front of you guys. We can all eat together, right? But yes, that's what I like to eat. I think that's as far as top cuisine goes right now. It has to be Japanese food. What I like to make to eat, that's a different story, cause I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to cook. I guess the only thing that I've made to eat that I was semi proud of was I got salmon fillets from the supermarket and I marinated it in teriyaki sauce and baked it in the oven. But that's about it. But I don't cook at all. I just eat. Like, I know how to make rice, eggs, stir fry some stuff. But if we're talking about making stuff from scratch, no. Your boy is not a chef. Yeah, rice is all you need, or like noodles and stuff. Just boiled noodles. Next question is also from Lily. When did I get glasses and how blind am I? I think I got taken in because, you know, when you're in elementary school, like your nurse does these yearly checkups on you, like what your vision's like, if you're experiencing any kind of hearing problems. And I think they said my vision was already bad when I was in the 3rd grade. So 3rd grade is what? When I was 8 years old? But I didn't start wearing glasses full time until I was in the 6th grade, which was 10, 11. 10, 11. And then how blind am I? I'm -6 something for both eyes. 6 something. So that's really blind. Most people, when you start to have to wear glasses full time, it's like -1 something, 2 something. But yeah, I'm like -6 something on both. I also have, I think, astigmatism. -7, Jesus. But yeah, I need glasses to drive because I need to update them too. Because at night the light bulbs on the other cars, or like even the stoplights and headlights, not stoplights and like street lights, they flare out. So if you don't know what astigmatism is, it's like when a light is approaching you, it's supposed to be a circular shape, but instead it flares out kind of like spikes. Kind of looks like germs. Like if you ever know what germs look like or bacteria looks like under a microscope, kind of that spiky kind of thing. Yeah, Belgian. Yeah, David. Why am I calling you Belgian? Yeah, I'm very close. I think I'm 6'2", on one, and then 6'5" on the other. Would I ever consider Lasik? No. I'm not completely against it, but Lasik isn't permanent. It's temporary. Because I've heard people get Lasik, and then once you get old, then you get old people, not old people, nearsighted, farsighted. I don't know what the proper term is. You have to wear stuff, but it's worth it. Glaucoma. I mean, it's expensive. It's like $500 per eye or something like that. More, like $1,000 per eye. But I like my glasses, so it's a little annoying when I can't see without them. But I like my glasses. I always have. Always will have a bias for glasses. Lost my train of thought. Yes. And also, I don't know if LASIK has become 100% kind of like successful in a way. So for me, I've always been a little against surgeries that are not 100%. I don't want to gamble with my eyes because I think sight is one of the most important senses to me personally. Like I could give up taste, I'll give up taste, I'll give up feel, but sight is one thing I don't want to lose. Yep. All right. Next question. How was middle school and high school? Middle school and high school was good. It was fun. It was good. Didn't have many worries. We just hung out. Like I had a good amount. I want to say I had a good amount of friends. Middle school, yes, we hung out a lot. Era of internet was coming up, so we had a lot of fun. Like me and my friends, like making friends in games as well. We made a lot of friends in games, like through guilds, playing together. AIM, AOL, Instant Messenger. I know some of you guys don't know that exists, but that's like your equivalent to your Skype, Yahoo Messenger, MSN, even. It's just when you got to know people online, and it was fun. It was most of the time, it was wholesome. It wasn't like super predators out there, because I was a kid. I was 11, I was 12, I was 13, 14, and I was playing games with like guild leaders that were like my in their 20s and even older. So it's fun. Yeah. High school was fun. I was on a team. So we had like I was always hanging out with like 20 to 30 people every day. It was just like school ends, we go to practice. After practice, we all get food together. So it was a very fun time. Like I was always around people, which is I guess what led to my extrovertedness, because I always liked, being around people I care about. So yeah. What sport? It's not really a big sport. It's actually not even very famous. It's handball. It's not like the ones it's not the international one where people throw the balls. It's like more like you're in a squash court, just one wall with the lines, and you have people taking turns hitting the balls to the wall, not to the windows. Yeah, it was fun. Let's see. Next question. Oof, I have a bunch of questions left. We're going on 28 minutes here. 22 total. Gotta speed this up a little bit. A little off tangent, but it's fun. Angry type. What kind of angry type am I? Angry, scary, angry, quiet, angry. I don't know. I don't get angry very often, like truly angry. But when I do, it comes all out. So, scary angry, I guess. Yeah. Like everything comes out. Myerr personality. I think I took this recently. I think I was like
2 hours later.
I think it was like a J or something. It was like a
6.5 hours later.
I think this is it. ESFJ console. ESFJA, ESFJT. No, I don't think I would get too angry. Like, you have to really know what gets me angry to get me angry. Or it could just be little things building up. But yes, personality test, console. I don't know what that means truly, but yeah, you guys can take that and put that info and do what you want with that. Yeah, I read the description. Some of it leads to me, some of it doesn't. So that's why I kind of just ignored it for the most part. Yes, okay. We're gonna start with Gardenia's list of questions. First one I think I had written down was most embarrassing moment. I ch- um I don't know too many. I've definitely done embarrassing things and I kind of forget about them. But I can give you guys two that till this day I feel bad about, or it's just somehow stuck in my memory. My memory is pretty okay, so I kind of remember a lot of things. But yes, first one was not too bad. More embarrassing on my part. I think I was in the 8th grade, so grade 8 for you guys. I think that's how old? 13, 14. We were in the airport of Hong Kong. Like I think I remember we were going to visit family and we just landed, or we're going home. One of those things. But regardless, I was following my mom because I remember I had to ask her something for some reason, and then I wasn't aware of my surroundings, so I followed her and she walked into the women's bathroom and I walked in with her, and I didn't realize it, and then I was like, "Mom." And then this was what already, like, I'm already deep in, like I'm halfway into the women's bathroom where the sinks are and everything, and everyone looks at me and I'm just like, oh shit. I just turned around and I just walked out. Yeah, I was like literally past the entrance where the sinks are and then the stalls are, and I'm like, Mom, and then it just it hit me where I was. It hit me where I was, and I was just like, oh shit, I'm in the women's bathroom right now. So I just turned around and I left. So it's kind of embarrassing. Second one was a little bit worse, because I think I was in high school. We were eating in like a little dumpling shop where there was seating everywhere. I was, to give you guys an idea, I was kind of obnoxious and loud in high school. Kind of obnoxious, kind of loud. I like making jokes all the time, which I still kind of am sometimes to this day. I was a lot less self-aware back then, so I was just like always like super loud, super obnoxious. I didn't care who heard me. I didn't care what anyone thought, because self-awareness wasn't there, so I literally didn't care or give a crap about what people thought of me, which is still good to live by some aspects of it, not the loud part, but gangster kinda, because there's like 10 to 15 of us eating kind of in a circular table. So we were all eating together, and then where I live, where I ate, you're in a dumpling shop, so there's a lot of Asians. So across the table there are these people eating, right? I think it was like 2 guys and like 2 girls or something, and they were speaking in Mandarin the entire time. So me being obnoxious, I was like, yo, look at that girl's eyebrows, they're fucking bushy as hell. Pardon my language, but I said this all in English and super loud. Super loud. So keep in mind, this entire time all I heard them speak was Mandarin. So I was like, I'm gonna talk shit about them. So what ends up happening was there are napkins on our table, and they didn't have any on their table. So she walks over and she's like, oh, can I borrow these? And I'm like, oh no. She 100% heard it, came over to our table, spoke in English, just to make sure that I understood that she understood what I said. And I felt like shit for like a good day. I immediately shut up like for the rest of that night. I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad. I'm that asshole that will talk shit about you in high school. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Something recently happened, like something similar happened to that recently when I wanted to hang out with 2 of my friends. We were at a bubble tea spot that also makes rice balls, and there was like this super shy guy that was in front of us, and my friend, she's cute, objectively speaking, She asked him, he's like, oh, are you in line? And he got so flustered. He's like, oh my god, this cute girl's talking to me. And he's like, oh no, I'm sorry. Like he like his entire body jolted up. And I felt so bad because, you know, we're just trying to see if he's in line. And you can tell he's like one of those like introverts, super shy, never really felt like he doesn't really talk to many people. So yeah, we asked him if he was waiting in line, and he kind of like awkwardly turned around and was like, no, I'm just looking at this. Yeah, it kind of felt like that. So we got ahead of him in line, and then next thing you know, we find out that he's lining up. He's actually in line, like he's lining up behind us. So we order our stuff, get it, and then it ends up that he ends up getting his food and his bubble tea first, so he leaves. And then we get ours, and then we're walking back to the car. And then being, I think it's some vertical shit, like, but when you're around friends in high school, like you kind of revert back to your personality then. So me being loud and obnoxious, I was like, yo, I feel so bad for that guy, you freaking flustered the crap out of him, to my friends. So I was like, he's probably never talking to a cute girl before, and etc, right? And then we're just saying, oh, it must have been so embarrassing for him. And then I noticed across the street, he's freaking across the street, he's fucking across the street. He's across the street, and then I'm like, oh shit. So I go and I tell her, I'm like, oh, because it wasn't just me, it was me and her. Listen, I'm sorry. And I'm like, shh, we gotta be quiet. Give me address right now. You asked for embarrassing. I am just as embarrassed as you guys are. But yeah, as you can tell, my cheeks are a little bit red. I'm not proud of this, but hey. Stuff happens. Alright, we spent like 10 minutes from that. People change, I guess. Favorite moment in life, also from Gardenia. Favorite moment in life? I don't have one per se. I'm still that asshole sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Their tendency, it's still there sometimes. I don't know. I know I can be. So, but yes, favorite moment in life. We're talking about big moments. I think it's more recently leasing a car for the first time, and that was actually this year, pre-COVID. I was pretty happy. I saved up for a very long time. Didn't needlessly spend, and yeah, and also just moving into a new home. Thank you. It's a lease, so it's temporary. But I think after this lease, I'll probably go and buy a car or something. I don't know. We'll see how things go. People don't. Public transportation is 24 hours, super convenient. But I kind of moved into an area where I kind of need one. What car is it? I don't want to say, so it's a sedan. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah, and also just moving into a new place, into a home where my name's on the home. Yeah, and just being able to just buy everything, because I never really had a real bed. I slept on a freaking piece of wood with like barely any padding on it for years. My chair was like $100 chair from Staples that was ripping. My table was like a glass table. It was like terrible. It was like super bad, but yeah, upgraded all that stuff. Follow every sedan you see. Yeah, but I'm hoping to just make more favorite moments, I guess, or more memorable moments. But I guess another memorable one is being in Japan for the 2.5 weeks. Balled out. No. Like being able, like I think that was the first time I traveled like internationally, with like my own money and everything. I think I spent like a good $4,500 in total for the 2.5 weeks I was there, and that I could have spent more, but that was me kind of holding back a little bit. But yeah, favorite genre of music, favorite artist, also from Gardenia. Genre of music right now has to be EDM. It's 4.5 is kind of like compared. I'm just comparing it with what my friends have spent, and I had friends that spent 2.5, 3,000, 3,500, and I've also had friends that have spent 10,000, 8,000 in Japan. So kind of in the middle. Like to me, like spending that much on like my first big trip it's a good amount. So like I feel like I could have saved a little bit more too. Like if I didn't buy a bunch of stuff. But yes, genre music right now is EDM. For like the past 10 years or so, it's been EDM. I think 4,500 will definitely be a good time for you. Like you won't feel like you're missed out on anything. You missed out on anything. And you gotta do a good amount of shopping, because I did a lot of shopping. But I'm saying like, if you're on a budget, people spend 2,500, 30,000. Did I go during off season? Kind of. I went during typhoon season, so yeah. But it was still very busy. I think my plane tickets were 1,100. That's a fun time. No. I am not going back during typhoon season. I will not go back to, and it was so hot, so hot and humid. It's not a good combination. I was sweating in all my pictures that I took, so no. But yes, genre music, EDM. Favorite artist right now for EDM, probably Illenium. There's a good amount of artists though. Illenium, Dabin, Seven Lions, Griffin, Set the Sky, all that stuff. Yes, but if we're talking about one of my favorite artists of all time, one of my favorite bands growing up, it's Linkin Park. It's still Linkin Park. Yes, still Linkin Park. I listened to a lot of emo punk rock growing up in junior high school. So a lot of that. I had a pretty good K-pop phase too, where if you're asking me for K-pop, Tiara, I really like them. But yeah, there's different here and there, and I would occasionally listen to like rap, hip hop, stuff like that. 21, they're okay. Big Bang, yes, that was when they got big. That was the era I got into K-pop. All right, spontaneous thing what was the most spontaneous thing I've ever done? I don't know, honestly. I think, like I said yesterday, I'm not really a spontaneous person. So yeah, I don't remember anything I've just done out of like a spur that I just wanted to do. It's just like usually I plan things. So like Japan, I've been wanting to say that I wanted to go to Japan for years, and I was like at the point where I was like, I'm not gonna push it delay it anymore, and I just went. Spontaneous combustion. Fire Force. Favorite vegetable? Broccoli. I do eat my vegetables. I'm looking at a certain someone. Broccoli is my favorite vegetable. Fruit. Favorite fruit. We're talking about fruit flavors. It's strawberry. The actual fruit itself has to be either lychee or lychee, whatever you want to call it. It's a toss-up between that and watermelon. Yes, lychee, and watermelon. Those are my favorite fruits. Fruit flavors like ice cream flavors, strawberry. Sherbet flavors, strawberry. Candy flavors, strawberry. Cheesecake flavors, strawberry. You guys get the point. Yes. Orange with the shell on? Okay, so there's that. Moving on to Disgusted's line of questions. Genre of my favorite genre of books. Fiction. Science fiction, not really science fiction, fiction, fantasy, that kind of stuff. Last book I read, like I haven't read in a very long time. Probably haven't read in like 10 years or something. Like even in high school, I didn't even read. I just did Spark Notes. Last one I read, I never read the Game of Thrones books. I've read snippets of it, of like the ebooks, and I think I had like an audiobook for like the first one at one time where I was listening to it, and it was one of the maesters that narrates the books. I think it was like Maester Aemon or something like that. But the last book that I have. I found it. The last book that I actually bought is this special edition Chronicles of Narnia leather-bound gold pages. It's like gold lined pages. Super cool. Yep, there's a Barnes and Noble edition. Super shiny and flashy. I think I checked last time on eBay. These guys are selling for like $150, $100 to $150. Brand new is like anywhere between $200 to $300. But yeah, I bought this for like $20 for Christmas a very long time ago, because I was like super into the movies then, and yeah, I decided to buy a book and read it, and I never did. But I probably will one day. Yep. Okay, there's that. Favorite anime? It's gonna be One Piece. One day, yes. It's One Piece. Yep. It's one of the longest anime still running, going, but yeah, it's just what I find myself. I have like a good amount of figurines in there. I think, let me see. Yeah, like 900 something. These guys were something I picked up in the summer. It's basically, if you guys watch One Piece, the three brothers. It's just all of them together. But yeah, One Piece. So that's One Piece. Figurine. Most favorite figurine. Next figurine cop. I don't know. If we're talking about my next one that I want, it's just whatever comes up, and if I see it, I like it. If I can afford it, I'll get it. But I haven't put up any of my figurines yet, so yeah. And also my wallpaper is One Piece too, so sketch bunny suit. I don't know about that, but Next one, places I visited where I want to go. Places I visited. If we're talking about New York wise, out of where I grew up, I've been to the Poconos a few times. That's in Philly, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. I've been to Hawaii once, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, which is like kind of like the south of China, and Japan. I don't think I've ever been anywhere besides those. But next place I want to go is back to Japan. Straight back to Japan. Like that's at the top of the list. Like I don't. That's at the top. Like I have to go. How was Hawaii? It was good. It was fun. Definitely very picturesque. You walk there from. Damn, that's insane. Cause they're so close. It's just right. It's like a border in a sense. Let's see. But yeah, straight back to Japan again. Just because I feel like I needed to spend more time there, and I don't think anyone's ever gonna have enough time. When you go like for vacation, yeah, it's never enough time. Let's see. Retire. Would I like to retire early? Yes, 100%, if it's possible. Who doesn't? I mean, I guess some people want to work. It kind of gives them like a stable feeling, day to day kind of stuff. But for me, I would love if I just had enough money for me to do whatever I wanted every day. You know? Not have to worry about anything, I guess. Goals in life. Yeah, before I get to it, yeah, of course, definitely. Because it's like, everyone's seen a chart where it's like, oh, when you're young, you have the energy and the time, but no money. When you're old, you have the money and the time, but you don't have any energy. So, yep. Gotta live life, guys. So when you work hard, make sure you play hard. Cliche. You play hard while you still have the time and energy. Not too hard. Goals in life. Time to get hired at 13. Hey, Kurt. Goals in life. I don't know. I'm still thinking about this, but it's a question I ask myself a lot. If I could do this for a living, you know, it'd be a goal, I guess. Just beat me like Twitch, YouTube, that kind of stuff. Yeah, to have fun, just live. Try not to have too many regrets in life. Learn, experience things. You know, typical stuff. Yeah, full-time. I mean, if I honestly, if I can do it, I will do it. 100%. But you know, if it happens, it happens. I'll work towards it. Be number one on. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's all the questions I had written down so far. If you guys have any more, you can throw them in chat, and I'll answer some of them now. But this is like a 50-minute little Q&A that went on. But yes, thank you guys again for all the questions, for all your support. As always, need more Jackie content. Yeah, I mean, if you guys think of anything, let me know. You can do a part 2.